Welcome everybody to the game of Spore, where you get to kind of play evolution from the entire history of species and see how that goes. So we're going to set this up here. Just give me older games. They definitely have some more quirks that some of the newer ones don't. So in this game, you get to start out as a single-celled organism. See this little cute guy here, and you get to choose whether you're going to be an herbivore or a carnivore. In the very earliest stages of the game, it doesn't really make a whole huge lot of a difference, but we're going to go herbivore because that's just how I roll. So you can see here, a creature will have a couple of eyes, some fins, and a mouth. And we'll go forward. We're gonna play easy, and I will name some of the creatures after some people who play. Unfortunately, sorry, this is just stream stuff going on. There we go. So I'll name some after people who comment in the chat and so on, but for right now, we're just gonna use the base game. Now, this is a pretty old game. It came out in 2008, so I guess it's about a decade old. So it's not as old as Freelancer that I was just playing, but this game has held up really, really well. And there's nothing really like it out there. This really kind of gives you the entire history of planets, and this is what they call the massively single-player game. It's really all the play is single player, but you get to see creations from people from all over the world that might show up in here, and I have that turned on, so we might see some interesting creatures that have come through the Spore universe. So I guess we came from an asteroid. Interesting. Okay. So we'll go ahead and eat up some of our food. We could attack people, but we don't have the strength to do that. So as we get food, we have what's called evolution points, so we can A, will get bigger, and B, we can make changes to ourselves. So you can find parts here when stuff is destroyed and so on. So we get that, and it has a new part that has certain kinds of abilities. And we can evolve some of them soon. Now this guy has horns, but he's an herbivore, so we gotta be a little bit careful of him. Kind of looks like us though. But this early stage in the game, you don't have a whole lot of structure. And gradually we get to be bigger and bigger creatures, and we have to go after bigger and bigger food, and the really big creatures will tend to go after. So we're going to go ahead and call out the mating call so we can go and make stuff. But try not to get eaten while we're at it. And fail, of course. At least we didn't come from a rock this time. It's a pretty low barrier, though, to death. It doesn't really do a whole lot. You just kind of have to start over again. So we'll go ahead and do our little mating dance. Look at these big giant creatures that are beneath the surface. We're too small for we're like ants to them. Okay. So we can give ourselves a color scheme. Let's go with the polka dots, and I'll go with yeah, this one. I want it to look more like stars. Okay. And we'll go ahead and add some spikes. So this is our mouth, so we're gonna add it kind of on the mouth end. And can we add some more? Yeah, we can. And then we'll make it, nope, we can't get any more speed. So this is okay, we'll be fine. And we'll give it another random name. Man, this random name generator is something. Huh, looks like the stream did some weird stuff. Sorry about that. These old games, they have problems with streaming. But it's going all right. Okay. So we can attack things now. We're not really that spiky though, so it's kind of difficult for us to get very far ahead. Come on. Let's get away. Okay, this guy we can attack. These guys have further evolution than we do for sure. Ah. Haha, now we're bigger than you. But they can still take us on apparently. Oh well. Now we start to get in the stage where they have these big old things. And I really like this stage because you can see just how big you're getting. And the couple of stages when we get bigger, then we'll be so big that we eat this whole thing up in one giant gulp. But for right now, come on. We're not moving very fast. Let's see if we can fix that before we get into the next stage. We've got to go going faster, else this just doesn't work very well. Okay. Salt to it. What? Really? Phooey. Well, at least put you on the bottom. I'm gonna get rid of these spikes. We'll replace it with the swimmers so we can move fast. So just swimming along, eating some food up. Yeah, definitely moving a lot faster. Man, that thing has a lot of spikes. Are you trying to attack me, you little creature? Oh, this... Well, that hurt me. So you see now we're bigger, so we are taking the bigger pieces of the food, and the little chunks don't mean anything anymore to us. And there's no doubt some of these little creatures that were giving us so much anxiety, but now that we're bigger, then we're okay. You know, we're like some of these creatures are now that can barely even spot that we were so afraid of once upon a time. Okay, come on, I gotta get some of these guys. Okay, we got fast turns now. Neat. I think I'm gonna stay away from the electricity thing. Ooh, this guy looks interesting. So as we kill the different beasts, then we can gain some of the body parts that they have. Poison. We can spit poison now. Like this guy, I guess. So even though we're, you know, an herbivore, it's still good to kill some of the creatures sometimes. Because you get neat stuff. Come on, die. Yeah, let's just keep eating food. We gotta get bigger. Now we're so big that these things are in one single gulp. Although we still look surprisingly a lot alike. Man, that is a big giant eyeball. It amazes me how much we can take this guy on, but he just doesn't have any horns, and horns work really, really well. Really? So I guess we can kill him, but he doesn't give us anything. Oh well. Too bad. So sad. Come on. Nope, we got some meat from that. If only we were a meat eater. Oh, that's one of our own. That's why we can't attack him. Run away, run away. Now we got another one of these big giant plants. That we can nibble on the edges. Just amazes me how big you get from just the tiny, tiny size that you used to be. And everything kind of grows up around you. Come on. Num num. Munchy munchy. Ooh. So big. Whoa, 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 whoa. Okay. Got another. Oh, we got every single part. Cool. And an achievement for it. Nice. So now we really don't need to kill any creatures, we just need food. Come on. Munchy munchy. Let's go ahead and mate and we'll become bigger, I think, this time. There we are. Of course, this isn't how evolution really works, but, you know, that's alright. Okay, how shall we make this? Fast turns and speed. Dude, that sounds good. Neat. And let's go with a different schema. We'll go new colors, and button placement's a little bit funny. Sorry for all these flashes that I see are happening. I don't know what I can do to make it stop. It's every time it does a major load, I'll try to... give me a few minutes and I'll try to go into a different stage so that doesn't happen. Different way to capture the video. Yeah, maybe I'll come up with something, I don't know. Where is all this food? Okay. Makes me feel really good though that we can tackle on some bigger guys, and now we're even bigger food. I love how it looks different, even though it has the same kind of design every stage. It just looks different. trying to kill me. I am an aggressive herbivore. I'm like a rhinoceros. An herbivore, but you don't want to mess with one of them. Okay, so far so good. That's a lot of spikes. No, 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 no. I kind of want to become a carnivore. We're having a lot of luck killing people. Well, it seems like it's a better deal. But when you find these big giant plants, then they're just awesome. Oh, we're getting close. This is the top of the pool, you can see. So now we're, I guess, kind of a fish. We still got a little ways to go before we're fully up, but the world does not expand anymore. We do get bigger, but we'll keep our evolution points for when we get onto the land, because we'll need them then. Right now, we seem to be doing all right as our little creature. Okay. Lovely shade of green. I always do enjoy the color of green for some reason. Don't know why that is. Okay, there's another food chomp. Now we're really getting close. I thought it wasn't going to zoom out anymore, but I guess it did. We're still so tiny. Pretty soon we'll grow legs and walk on land. And then we'll see how things go. Whee! And chomp chomp. So what do you think? Should we, once we get on land, should we be a good guy or a bad guy? They both have their perks. Num num. Man, food is getting hard. Uh-oh. We thinking we have a brain now. Whoa. It's tiny brain, but we have a brain. So let's get out of the sludge. You can see a history, including even when we died. Wow. All the parts that we found. Nice little history. Okay. Now, we get legs. And we can have a few other parts. But let's get some legs. I'd like to be tall. Let's rotate us up. Oh man, this is... Wow. Let's get rid of that. The horns we don't really need. This just looks weird. Can we... adjust the spine here. Maybe we'll go for a look that kind of looks like an ant, I don't know. Come on. So you can do all kinds of creation with this stuff. Okay, there's a little better. So let's attach the legs here. And we'll bend you the right way up. Good. Now we still have these things that we don't need because we're not going to be swimming anymore. Let's give him some muscle here. Muscle, that's what we'll call it. Put a couple eyes. Yeah. Give him some nice looking knees here. Oh, we don't need this stuff either. So, dispose. Okay, we do need a mouth actually. We'll go with an omnivore mouth though. And this will give us some singing ability. Okay. That looks good. Now we don't need that. Charm. No, this will be good. What a guy. There goes that flashing again. It's funny, it doesn't look like that at all on my screen, but I see that it's showing that on the stream, so that's weird. I'll look into that and see if there's something we can do to keep that from happening. Oh wow, the skin looks kind of weird. Huh. Now we're on land. Simple as pie. It's the beginning of a new day, and for you, a whole new strange and wondrous world. Air fills your lungs as you stretch into the limbs, your new home, dry land. The race to evolve begins. Okay, let's continue. Yeah. Okay, so we can walk around, strut our stuff. Ooh, we can't. Okay, we can't eat that kind of low swoop. So let's see here. We have some people here. Hello, little creature. Oy. That flashing is going to get annoying. Let me do a little teensy bit of research into that real quick. Okay, let me try something real quick that hopefully will work to improve that flashing so we don't get that happening. Hopefully this will not cut out too terribly much. There should be a little flash and then it should come hopefully back. Please. Now the size is wrong, but that is kind of bizarre. What is going on with this? Huh. Well, I'll mess with it later. We'll figure it out. Sorry, won't be doing this too long tonight, and I'll figure out how to make it better before we do this again. Okay. So we'll sing to it. Wait, the screen's not showing up anymore. Ah! Tell you what, I'm going to stop for a few minutes and then we'll resolve this stuff and I'll come back again But thank you guys so much for joining me. Let me know whatever questions or comments you guys have. And until next time, keep on tracking.